Hello everybody, I hope we're doing well today. Please don't mind me, I have a pizza and I am trying to close the box. It is not folding right, thank you box. I hope everyone's doing great today. Hope everyone's doing wonderfully. There we go, there we go. The box isn't big. Oh, music's still playing, sorry about that. There we go. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so I'm immediately under fire here, so I'm just going to try to get out of trouble. Okay. So, what was I up to? What was I up to last time we were playing Prey? Meet Igwe in Neuromod Insertion Room. Which is up there. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Can I get through here? No, barrier. That's a treadmill. Okay, we have to fight all those things. Great, 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 great. Hi, Joshi. Hydrate will do. Thank you, Avon. So, Joshi was just here in my house. Wow, big, 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 amazing event. And he had proposed that we order pizza, and as you probably guessed, I did order pizza. Except they had something on the menu. Broken. They had something on the menu that, I hadn't seen before. Now, in the northeast of England, we have a bit of a takeout staple, the chicken parmo, which is a big slab of breaded chicken, which is coated in bechamel sauce and cheese. What this restaurant was offering was a Parmo pizza. So they have taken a pizza base, used bechamel sauce as the sauce, and then coated it in battered chicken pieces as a topping. So I thought, yeah, I'll get a 12-inch pizza. And try it out. Oh, yeah, sorry, it does have cheese as a topping as well. Sorry, my brain sort of defaults to, yes, there's cheese. There we go. And, yeah, so I ordered a 12-inch pizza, modest size, thinking, I'll give it a go. So they messed up my order, and they gave me a 16-inch. So I have a colossal pizza to eat while I stream today. Oh, Melania, you're tuning in today. Good to see you. No, they messed up the order in a good way. I have so much pizza. It is actually rather nice. So, thank God for that. The most filled with 16-inch. Ooh, woo. Okay,
Dr.
so
Yu.
This is the guy we incapacitated.
I was afraid you wouldn't make it. The subject, Dahl, has been secured. I believe I've isolated the correct
Oh no, Noodle, I hope you can fix that soon.
It is essential we say as little as possible of what has happened on the station and focus on the situation. Dahl, if memory serves, should resort to field training and react accordingly. He was never one to question orders. Ready when you are, Morgan. Remember, if this works, say nothing.
Okay, what have we got?
When extracted, Dahl's memory should revert back to the inception date, and he should forget his assignment here. If you're having second thoughts, performing the extraction can't set us back any more than we already are. Except for time.
A scan first, right? Surgical harness first.
If you're worried about the Geneva protocols, you have my word. I will say nothing about who performed the procedure. I am at risk as well, you know.
Okay.
Dr. Yu?
This is not gonna be pretty.
What? Who are you? Morgan? Your father's been asking about you. And Alex. I was supposed to report to him about her retrieval after modding up. Where am I? Why am I restrained?
Commander. Dahl, I am Dr. Igwe, Chief Physician here.
I've seen your face in the company directory. Alex's pet. The discredited parapsychologist.
Ah. Commander Dahl, you've suffered a severe head injury as a result of a crisis here on the station. We need to evacuate at once, but we couldn't leave without you. Are you able to pilot a shuttle?
What? Yes, of course I can pilot. Wait, what emergency? Is this Argus installation? Where's Casper?
I'm afraid there's no time to explain. We need to get to the shuttle bay and prepare for departure. Transtar mandate. Dr. Yu can confirm.
Yep, sure
of course. Morgan, you look like shit.
Thanks, I feel like it.
Let's get Daddy's precious child off the station. Or Transtar will blackbox me.
Just need to check your vitals. Wouldn't want our pilot to faint.
There's nothing wrong with me.
Morgan, we're in life support now. It's all clear. Air's normal across the board. I lost some good people fighting the black boxes. And Dahl wasn't here. If you see him before I do, make him pay. Elazar out.
I see him. I assume it's before you saw him.
It's by design that I can predict what you're going to do fairly often. And yet, this turn of events with Dahl, I'm impressed and surprised you've managed to find a way to get remaining crew off the station.
There, Morgan.
I want to see what happens if I play this.
Hello, volunteer. My name is Bianca Goodwin. I'm the volunteer and guest liaison aboard Talos 1. I wanted to be the first person to congratulate you when you woke. On behalf of everyone at TranStar,
Ooh, neuromobs.
Experienced a medical procedure known as apto-regressive neurotomy. For the next few hours, you might have trouble with fine motor skills or recalling details. More importantly, your memory of the test is completely gone. But don't worry. I want you to know your willing participation was a big success. It's already yielding valuable information for
I hope he doesn't react to this.
engineers.
This is like proving that we've lied to
Rest
him.
easy for now. Once you feel well enough, I'll come by to conduct your exit interview. See you soon. Hello, volunteer. My name
Okay,
is
yeah.
Bianca.
Right, how many neuromobs have we got? How many neuromobs have we got? Four. Oh shoot. Okay, I've got a couple. 4 health. Yeah, I don't need those. Regeneration is good. Let's go speedy. Oh, yeah, that is faster. Ooh, very nice. That might take some getting used to. An operator. Those would be nice, though. Okay, what's our objective? We could have to contact you from the shuttle. Let's go get that key, I think. Thing. Over here. Joshy, how's your pizza? They tried. Well, I'm eating pizza, Joshy's eating pizza. Why aren't you eating pizza, 26? The chips are a bit weird. Huh. I like a good salad from time to time. Salad is valid. Oh. Things. Ouch! I'm gonna hack these. The word you're looking for is fat. You should be fat. Eat pizza. So, okay. Turrets aren't angry? Okay, yep, so Alex is up there. Oh. Keranos, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. What? Oh. In person.
I promised you my arming cape. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos 1 to pieces if that's what you think is best. I don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down.
You are giving me a chance to eat pizza.
But you
Thank you,
convinced
Alex.
me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep. That part of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the null-wave device prototype you conceived. It will hijack the coral signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it.
Fine, I'll take it, I'll take it. You're awake.
Why won't you take? What? Morgan!
Did I mess up? Am I meant to be able to take it? Hello. You're big. Oh, you're very big. Oh no. Oh dear.
Here we are. Hopefully you'll never have to listen to this recording, but if you do, then something unfortunate's happened to me.
Yeah, you're
I
unconscious.
suspect you've seen enough by now to abandon the notion of destroying Talos One. I've always been the one who thought we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me that we could do anything we imagined, no matter how ridiculous. I hope you still believe that. If not, then I'm glad I died before seeing my brother succumb to pessimism. We have the data to confirm what you suspected. The coral is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching out to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I have a feeling you already know.
Where's the voice
I'm
command?
carrying a fabrication plan for the prototype null-wave device you conceived. Make one, then place it at the heart of the coral. We'll hijack the coral signal and use it to deliver a massive
Not this.
shock to every Typhon organism at once. Good luck,
Do I?
Morgan.
Do I need to use it on the other side?
I will be at your side to see it happen.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to grab all the stuff real quick. No, I'll leave him with food. I'll leave him with food. Yeah, has that done it? There we go. He's safe.
So, my voice is obviously familiar. Probably sound more tired.
Oh, come on!
Thank you for what you did. You could have left me to die. It's
Has he
more
left something on his desk?
Ever know that we finish this the right way. Take care of the null-wave device. I'll head for the bridge as soon as I catch my breath.
Now listen to mine.
So, my voice is obviously familiar. Probably sound more tired than usual. It's been never-ending, setting up the rooms and protocols to test the new mods. The risk is substantial, but if we succeed, copying neural networks from the Typhon onto human minds is going to change everything. So, I'm putting myself in the sim. I've done everything I can to make sure I don't wind up lobotomized.
Okay.
One last safety measure. Let me introduce October. Say hello. Hello, Dr. Yu. October will help you remember what you're supposed to do if things go sideways. Once testing starts, there's no going back. When they uninstall the mods and reset the test, it'll rewind me. I'll forget everything. Theoretically, they could keep me reliving the same day over and over, and I'd never know. If you're listening to this,
They did that.
that's probably what happened. It also means I don't know if I can trust my own brother. Alex won't like what I have to say next. I've started plans for a prototype null wave strong enough to kill every Typhon on Talos 1. I hid a copy of the plan on top of the data tower by the scary chair. You know the one I'm talking about. Alex agreed to explore the idea, but I know my brother. First sign of trouble, he'd rather blow it all up and blame someone else. So you're probably on your own. There's a lot at stake here. Too late to stick our heads in the sand. You know what to do.
Okay. Do I have everything I need? though, this is what can blow up the Typhon. I guess there was an October too. Question is, where was November? Okay. So, if I follow this, that blows up everybody. If I do this, it blows up the Typhon. I've lost a lot of my optional objectives, probably because of the disaster. I'm gonna try this. So I need a fabricator.
You anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds, history.
I'm gonna see if everyone's over here.
Point by point.
The escape pods.
However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos 1 for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station, just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Destroy the station? But didn't you hear him? The null way. Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try.
Igwe, look at the alien outside the station.
Of course it's a risk, but we've seen the generator work. To destroy
people
all
aren't
this,
here.
to murder a species, and the research lost. It's...
Manuel is right, Morgan. We can't let these things get back to Earth, even if one of them hit Earthside.
Morgan, please. Destroying the station should be the last option, not the first.
Okay. Ah!
Morgan, Igwe, what's the update on our patient?
Commander Dahl is making a speedy recovery, and we are making our way to the shuttle bay. I've informed him of the threat to the station, and...
Fine, Morgan, I'll meet you in the shuttle bay.
Ooh, good enough. Cobalt. Okay. Thank you, Cobalt. Ah, it's not worth my time. Okay. So I'm not getting anything through here. Yes, Flicky, those particular operators that restore your armor are called kobolds. Like, the health ones are pyramids, I believe?
If the idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the Apex, but all my models point to suffering.
I hadn't thought of that, actually. Suffering, you say? Oh, that's just a tendril. I assume all I can get right now is tendrils. Ooh. Oh, lower me, lower me, lower me. Oh, no, already been here. Whoa. Aw. There's something new there. I don't know what I was looking at. Mike, good to see you. We've got a large Typhon in the area. Pretty hefty. Aha! Damage. Oh, come on. What was it showing me? Hat? Oh, no, what was that? What was that? No, come on. Okay, now we know everything we can know about tendrils. Ow. I think that's the best we're getting. Okay, so. That's a storage room? That's a storage room. Ah! So I need to get to... the lobby. Lobby would be good, right? Let's all go to the lobby. I need a fabrication machine. And the first one I'm thinking of is in the hardware labs. Ah, Breen, how could you introduce yourself this way? Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. I should have used this chance to get some pizza. Too late now. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, so I know the hardware labs has a fabricator near it. Like, in it, rather. But where was the hardware labs? Careful. Was it over here? No, it wasn't over here. That's an interesting fact. Thank you, Dalob. Oh, the lobster dog. The lobster dog. Unusual combo, but I'll allow it. Lobsters are cute, dogs are cute. What more do you want? Right, was the hardware lab at the top floor, maybe? Maintenance access, sales division? No, okay, I should look at the map. And I will stretch. Thank you, Alpha Zombie. Oh, no, sorry, Breen, I missed your message. I hope you're doing well. Hardware lab. Ah, so through the sales division and across... Yep, okay. This is my office. You know, my office has both. My office has both. Okay, so a lot of trash. One of those. I don't need another one of those. Any more duplicates? No, apparently at some point I got rid of the stun gun that I actually upgraded a bit. Oh well, it happens. Yeah, right. I mean, even if I plan on blowing the place up, I should stay in the office. Right, what do we need?
containment cylinder. Placing the null wave device there will override the entire coral network with our own signal. Use your sectoscope to locate the exact spot.
That's still a thing I can do. And then some shotgun shells. Is that your thing, Flicky? Is macro your jam? I want to give myself the option. So I have both arming keys. Pick music. Okay, so. I want to show that as well. I don't want to show that. Should have actually read that. Place it in Psychotronics. Okay. Arboretum first. Oh, sensitive. I will accept your answer, Flippy. And I will get a bite of pizza. Elevator, don't do anything stupid. Rather good. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting real close to the end of the game. Up into the giant tentacle. Hi, Fluffy. Hope you're doing well. Oh, jeez. Does it work? Are you kidding me?
Good evening, Talos. A word from our security chief, Ms. Alazar.
Right. Back down we go, I suppose. Well, it was in Psychotronics? I want to say that's the life support. Okay, okay. Wait, no, was it in life support? Lena, good to see you. No, I need to go there. Okay. So, lobby. That is a cute emote! What a thing to make me walk into. Oh god, Chester has one as well. Realized I missed the message. Oh, Lena, you exercised. Congratulations. Breaker, good to see you. Oh. Opened by Steam overlay. Running. There goes that guy. Oh, I need to get above it. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, Sim! Thanks for the follow. Good to see you today. I hope you're doing well. Oh, now security's throwing up a stink when I go through it. It didn't last time. Ugh, fine, I'll go the long way. Operator? Don't mind. Oh, there's a poltergeist in here. Okay, where is it? I'm not in the mood, poltergeist. Okay, please restore my side points. I'd recommend it, Lena, it's really good. Okay, so I assume if I go up here, yeah, that's definitely it. Also a science operator. Can I scan through that? No. So I think this way? Nope.
Operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
Oh, then I can hack it. Cool. Go. And 3. And it won't bother me anymore. Actually, yeah, I'm curious. Wait. Okay. Oh, did I just ruin that for myself, or? I'm confused. I'm just gonna reload so I have my null wave thing back. Like, just directly, or... Okay, let's go around this way. There is indeed another way in. When in doubt, Vought. Here we go. Ah. Now let's scan it and see what happens. No? Wow, this... What? This is a shuttle. Well, let's see what happens.
That should do it. Come to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
And now I go to the reactor.
So Alex's plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark. But what if we're just poor swimmers, and now there's blood in the water?
No. What kind of medical operator? Where? Ah, they're probably upstairs. Whatever. So anyway, that was me getting bored by a gravity lift. The US medical system loves me. See where this goes then. I assume I'm not locked into this ending and I could still go blow everything up. Yeah, so we're still fine. Because I'd like to see a couple of different endings. So I'm going to keep dropping saves and keep my options open. Big tentacle. Usually I'd approach the bigger tentacle, but... So... Wait, he wants me to go to the bridge? The bridge, which is upstairs. Which means I get to take another bite of pizza. Right, I'm going to drop a proper save just in case. Don't think my fruit is available yet, so I won't bother with that. There's the bridge. Am I out of tea? No. No, I am. No, I'm out of tea. Okay.
What the hell have you done? Nonsense. You're a machine.
Morgan, I don't know if you've seen, but there is alien matter ripping through the hull. You have to move. Gosh, Mike. Every window in this station. It's engulfing the place. It's everywhere.
Your brother proved to ensure his objectives would meet with success. Morgan.
Your operators locked me out of the comm terminal. We need to link up to the null wave device if we're gonna get that signal off before it's too late.
Consider the risk. Alex's plan, if it works, is only a short-term solution. None of us has the right to endanger every life on Earth.
If anyone's playing God here, it's you. Your lunatic plan denies everyone a birthright to the stars.
You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few.
I'm not arguing with a glorified desktop. Kill it, Morgan.
Sorry, Morgan. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. You'll have to destroy me. Which means you will be destroying yourself.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry, Morgan. I didn't want to harm your brother. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos 1 and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me.
Oh boy, fruit! Alright, I want to try this ending.
Give the order to detonate. Captain Mark's terminal.
Come on. Thank God for subtitles. Why is the audio balancing so bad?
It's immortality, and it is beautiful.
I could hear it. I finished the game, but I'm going back. I want to experience the other ending as well. There should be a scene after. Cool, cool. Because that was basically nothing. Yes, null wave device. So, yeah, we've been having these audio issues the entire time. Like, I think right now we are on 2 for voice volume. Just 2. And yet, like, characters like January are insanely loud. But that cutscene was nothing. Oh, Chris Avellone. I know him. Not personally, but yay, a name I recognize. And of course, even when I've done the next ending, I have plenty of time to dip into whatever Moon Crash is. People seem rather hyped about Moon Crash, in my experience. Yeah, Joshy, I bought the deluxe edition. These credits are giving me a great opportunity to eat pizza. What the heck? I hope this music doesn't get, like, DMCA'd or whatever. Okay, this is the part where I skip. A hidden location.
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
What?
It probably thinks it was dreaming. Nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
What?
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind, or an attempt to integrate its dual natures. But its most surprising act was sparing Da, while perhaps for purely selfish reasons. This, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
Kayla.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's record. And then, I did not expect it. But it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then,
What?
there was the man in psychotronics. Ingram. That was cruel. There was no other way to see it. But
Would you let it live?
yes,
Sarah, you're next.
the situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help. And it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dahl's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. By then, it had already stopped Volunteer 37. Hard to say why. A lot of humans controlled by the Typhon ended up dead. Not that it was easy to avoid, but I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to activate the null wave device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something. What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today.
Oops.
We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
What?
We're gonna shake things up, like old times.
What? So... Huh. That was a lot. But spot. So the 2 humans I killed were the... Yeah, so I was a Typhon reliving Morgan's memories the entire time. So while I was playing as Morgan and determining the ending, in the canon, everything I did already happened. Wow, okay. So yeah, the humans I killed were the prisoner that I was tricked into thinking was a terrible person, and the guy who had killed Danielle's was it Abigail? I think it was Abigail. The guy pretending to be the chef. Those were the 2 humans I killed. Ah. Wow. So now I need to see what happens if I choose to blow everything up. Oh, and I get to see the super fruit. Yes. So is that what all of those like little like intermission moments were, with all of the flashes of like kill them? Is that sort of like the hive mind or something getting through? That kind of shit. Just for a moment. Super fruit? Super fruit! Neat, neat, neat. And does that happen more if you take more of the Typhon powers than I did? Like the neuromods? Fruit! Yeah! Now what do I do with it? I think I want to go back to the lobby. I think. Yeah, so that's the bridge. I don't want to go there. I want to go to the self-destruct controls and see what happens to Earth. Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong stuff. So I didn't give Dahl enough time to contact me. Huh. Now, I'm definitely interested in the ending in this case, because, of course, if I do blow up the ship, Alex dies. So it can't be a direct recreation of Morgan's memories with Alex being the one in the, I guess, interrogation chamber? Because he'd be dead. Okay, brain. Yes, I don't actually know where the self-destruct consoles are. Where am I going? Basement 1. Yeah, probably life support. That makes sense. Yeah, and power plants in life support. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Nanbread, you have a point. Because they were judging him on his actions, so if it was exactly what Morgan did, then there would be nothing to judge. Good point, good point. Right. Over to the reactor. Let's see. I don't know how it would be much different, except everyone dies. I mean, especially in this case where I've... Hell, hello, Cobalt. Thank you, Cobalt.
Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected.
Oh yeah, that!
Please evacuate.
That's my second time getting caught by that.
Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please evacuate.
There we go. Yeah. They're my favorite operators just because of their name. Okay, so let's do this elegantly. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ah! It fooled me! I thought I missed some. I have used that machine before. Oh, they're even higher. Okay, okay. What's the way up again? Was it round here? It was round here. Oh, Technopath. Sorry, Cobalt. Still all the way up there. Go another way up. What? Lizard Toby here in with the flirts immediately. Hi there. Hope you're having a nice day. Ooh, FF14, nice, nice, nice. Okay, there's the terminal, there's the terminal. Not in here. Oh yeah, that's where I got Michaela's meds.
Warning. Dangerous warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected. Please
I love that
and avoid all open flames or
repeated
sparks
on itself.
until repairs can be
Warning. Dangerous warning. You know, it is probably very smart of them to put the actual self-destruct button so far away from the arming keys. Like, you can't do this on a whim. It is a hike. Oh, poltergeist. Don't care. Yeah, you really should make it a spur-of-the-moment decision, just like, yeah, I'm gonna blow up the station. Why shouldn't I blow up the station? It is my God-given right as an American to blow up the station. Which floor? Every computer. Took the Arboretum, really? Don't need that, so... Oh, it's also on the bridge. Oh, take care, 26. Enjoy your shower. Yeah, it's like, you know, if your boyfriend dumps you, just blow up. Single key that says boom. Oh, I love it. I feel like 26 might like the mouse form. Not sure why. Oh, listen, Toby, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, I need to, figure out if there's a way to scan this thing. Because Alex said it was a really, really bad idea. Joshy, is there a way to scan this with as more than just tendrils? Oh. Oh, okay. I get ya. Well, I figure the airlocks will work, right? Where are the airlocks? Oh, they're not marked here. That goes to the lobby. Quarters. Yeah, I don't actually know where any of the airlocks are. I'm gonna keep going towards the objective for now. What happened to the shuttle? Like a mouse is playing prey. Dar, you missed the end. I'm doing second end. So I want to see if I can ditch. Because the objective to do so is gone.
I don't understand how you got the launch key to that escape point. All the ways the test could have changed.
Oh, so it would actually let me.
You're just quitting.
He's unconscious, though. He should not have been able to contact me. One of the ones in the north said Talos on exterior. Yeah, no, the end was crazy. Map. I'm looking for a map. There. That's right, I remember. So, the ending is that I'm not Morgan. I am a Typhon with mirror neurons reliving Morgan's memories and being judged because humanity has fallen to the Typhon and they're trying to connect with me by putting me through this trial and making me live out these memories. Oh, no, it looks like I can't take the airlock. Okay, so I might not be able to scan that thing. Oh, what was the result of your judging? I lived. And I got to choose whether to shake hands or kill them, and I chose to shake hands. But now I'm going for the I blow everyone up end. And if I basically get the same thing, I'm going to choose to kill them, because I want to see all the options. It's fine to choose murder if it's for experimentation. Over here.
I'm aware that you primed the arming keys to destroy Talos 1, so I find the activation of this null-wave transmitter station puzzling. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos 1, and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me.
Oh, you can scan it, Joshy? To the top of the arbory. So, did I lock myself out of the blowing everything up ending by putting the null wave transmitter in place? I got an achievement! It's called Push the Fat Guy!
Good evening, Tower. We'd like to remind you that company policy requires you to log any voluntary extension of your work hours with the station counselor.
The achievement was Push the Fat Guy. It was for killing Alex. Okay, so I need to go to the top of the Arboretum to scan the Apex. Oh, it was to the morality test. That's right. Okay. So I'm confused by the arming key thing. Okay, so I need to go to the top of the Arboretum. So this is the top. Unless it's that? That doesn't go anywhere. Look up at the big face. Big face? Because historically, yeah, I can't scan through the glass. What's the fun factor? Okay, is there a way to get closer? how do I get to a point where I can scan it? I can fire that thing pretty quickly. You need the far scan chip. Do I have that? Don't think I have that. No, I don't have that. That's a shame. Okay. So... F9. I'm kind of stuck because it won't let me detonate the place while the null wave extractor's in place. So I need to go... Like, can I uninstall it? Can you look that up for me, Joshy, real quick? Or am I locked in place having put it there? Hello, Loafty.
Dinner is served in the cafeteria from 6
fuck yeah,
to 8
dinner.
PM.
I've taken the escape pod before, Dar. Do you mean there's another one if I do it now? Yeah, no, I got it when I found it the first time. Okay, yeah. So, where did I do the thing? Trying to think. Was it in Psychotronics? Yeah, it felt very nothing. Cargo Bay life support. Why don't I remember? Station destruction is upstairs in the control room. Yeah. Is it a different one to the null wave thing? Oh, I have to find a different terminal. Okay. And do I have? No, I don't have one directly in the control room. I'll go back manually. I want to try a couple of things. Oh, wow. Stuff. What could I have had? Oh, snacks? And useful stuff, but mostly snacks. Come on. Hey. And there. Lena, you can always have stuff. You deserve stuff. So. Smurbalus, I beat the game, and now I'm going for the next ending. I chose the null wave transmitter ending first. And now I'm going for the blow everyone up email. Ending. Why did I say email? Because I was looking at the monitor. Sheepy Shippies! Thank you for the follow. Oh, it's probably in the captain's room, isn't it? Yeah, okay.
Warning, reactor detonation.
It's finished. All movements have been completed, all except one. When the station detonates, it will destroy the Apex Typhon, and every trace of technology derived from it, including you. But you know this already. It was your idea, after all. The alien neuromods you carry would pose an unacceptable risk to everyone on Earth if you return. Have a seat, Morgan. You might as well enjoy the view in your final moments.
No, I reloaded,
Kayla, this is Morgan.
Are you on your way?
I'm not going to make it.
What?
Everything's fine. I got one of the escape pods working.
Are you sure? Morgan, something's wrong.
There's no time. Trust me. I'll see you Earthside.
So, I suppose I should be getting to the shuttle, huh? But then I guess that brings up another potential ending where you just wait for it to happen?
I had to restrain Ife several times by punching him. Who knows? I may have killed him. He tried to disable January. If you try to do the same, I can't let you do it. This station is what happens when Transtar conducts operations unchecked. If the research survives, then the crimes here will continue, and these aliens, if even one survives, they'll escape again and again. Alex made his choice. Now, it is up to you to make the right one. If you want to trigger the null wave, you'll have to come through me.
That is not very long. I can turn into objects, Mobilus, but I didn't take many of the Typhon powers. I mostly stuck with the human stuff. So the best I can do is turn into a mug.
Warning, reactor detonation.
Oh, peepy sheepus be peeping.
Evacuate Talos 1.
Up. No, wait, the shuttle's up there? I can't turn into a mouse at will, no. It must be redeemed.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
Trying! In the form mug redeem. Hello, yes, I'm the first mug tuber. Fine. It's fine. Where's the shuttle? This isn't the shuttle, is it? It is. Did I make it? Did that count as me making it? I am Speed! What's the judgment? What's the judgment? I mean, it's how I got into the shuttle in the first place. I flew on top of it and it just sort of slid down.
It's finished.
Judge me.
How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming. Nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise. And later, it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind, or an attempt to integrate its dual natures. But its most surprising act was sparing Da. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
Kayla.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy.
I wish we didn't have
That
to sit
says a
through all
lot,
of
I
this.
think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's record. And then, I did not expect it. But it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was the man in Psychotronics, Ingram. That was cruel. There was no other way to see it. But...
Would you let it live?
yes.
So,
Sarah, you're next.
why
The
are all of these
situation in the
characters
cargo bay was
operators anyway?
bad. None of us would have survived without its help. And it destroyed a large number
Like,
of Typhon
is
across
this basically
the station.
remote
There has
communication,
to be a
or were
good
they
side.
never real to
Further,
begin
it
with?
thwarted Dahl's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. By then, it had already stopped Volunteer 37. Hard to say why. A lot of humans controlled by the Typhon ended up dead. Not that it was easy to avoid, but I think it's worth the risk.
In the
AI
end, it
to
chose to
replace
destroy
them.
Talos 1. Why?
Right.
To protect her? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
So is it the same result that actually happened? Is Earth covered in golden stuff?
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the second choice here.
This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
I don't see you. I see victims! Wow, it really isn't a long sequence. I pushed the fat man. Okay. There's a bad ending for having all of the Typhon mods. Ah. Norm, good to see you. Right, I just want to know if a certain something changes the ending. So, the only difference here is I killed Alex and January before I did this. It will not let me skip this part. Again, every other bit of volume is fine, but this... terrible. We'd pray to where you're the predator. Yeah, someone is talking. The game has some really weird audio issues. So my voice volume has been 2 this entire time. All the characters you can hear, that is 2. But that sequence, it sounds more like it should be 2. Right, does he comment on the fact that I shot him in the head for no reason?
It's finished. How did it do?
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
Yeah, hurry. Now, say the things...
It probably thinks it was dreaming. Nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it.
Comment on
Us
me
too.
shooting you.
It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would
It all
have suffocated
depends on the
otherwise,
choices
and
it
later
made.
it recovered
For
the
one,
Lightner connectors.
it shot me.
They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It installed multiple Typhon-based neuromods. It could mean an instinctive return to its own kind, or an attempt to integrate its dual natures. But its most surprising act was sparing Dahl. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos One.
Kayla.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's record. And then, I did not expect it.
Yeah, it's some
but it let
kind
me
of
listen to them, despite the self-incriminating content. It was willing to
recreation
make itself
of
vulnerable.
Morgan's memories.
Then, there was the
but
man
with the
inside
ability to
clinic.
change
Ingram.
things.
That was
Like, I
cruel.
live out the actions,
There was no other way to
but
see
not
it.
exactly. I made my own choices.
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help. And it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dahl's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. By then, it had already stopped Volunteer 37. Hard to say why. A lot of humans controlled by the Typhon ended up dead. Not that it was easy to avoid, but I think it's worth the risk.
Alex, it killed you.
Back down? You would have done the same thing to me.
In the end, he chose to activate the null-wave device. Why?
Alex,
To preserve
it
the
killed
Typhon
you.
technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
Oh,
We had
gosh.
to make a choice.
That's great.
You can hear us, can't you? Here.
He is
I wanna
oddly
show
chill
you
about
something.
that.
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're
Why
the bridge
would you give me
between our
this choice?
species.
I shot you in the head
I need to
while
know
you
if
were
you see
unconscious.
I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
Let's do it again! Hi, Nilla. Good to see you. Okay. So I suppose let's try Prey Mooncrash. See what the deal with that is. Oh, it's a separate thing. Is it booting? It is booting. Oh my gosh, only 9.7% of players killed Alex. I just checked the achievement. Gameplay, narrative, atmosphere with exciting twist. Repeated runs through an ever-changing simulation. Oh jeez. Okay, let's try it. You shouldn't know that, PP, because it's a commission that I got.
This is Basilisk. Hello. This is Basilisk to Casmo Module 13. We are sending 2 classified pieces of technology we recovered from TranStar's moon base. They should be arriving in a few moments. One is an operator containing a backup of the base.
I commissioned a wallpaper with my sonar in it.
Research data, company secrets, and connectomes from
It's not from a game, it's just my sonar on walking through a field in a bard outfit.
Fortunately, it comes with a looking glass
It
visor,
spans
so you'll
2
be able to
monitors.
search the sim visually. You'll be plugging into the moon base as it was, seeing it through the personnel that was stationed there. There's a lot to do. I'm sending your orders along so you can check them off as you go. Oh, and congratulations. I am pleased to inform you that executing these orders will fulfill your contract. After you recover the data, we're going to pick you up. So great news. You'll be with family soon. Okay, M13, you're the expert. The delivery is docking now, so I'll leave you to it.
No worries, Small. Thanks for hopping in.
Commencing docking procedure. Please stand by to receive.
Okay, so this time we know we're in a simulation. Oh. I'm on a... Oh. Another member of the U family. Take care, Peepee. Nice seeing you today. Okay, so... Papa. So it's a simulation of a moon base by TranStar.
Attention all Typhoon's crew members. This is an emergency broadcast. Please report to designated escape pod stations and prepare for evacuation. If you are unable to reach an escape pod, security will track your position as they conduct a final sweep before launching.
Vinny, thank you for the gift sub. Oh dear. Ah! Yeah, Spiky gets it. We like Spiky. Got them thermal mimics already. Okay, admittedly, very bad start. Yeah, thank you. Means a lot. You're staying number 1, I see. Okay, Jeez, okay, that is very much the moon. Oh, low gravity. I probably should have seen that coming. Isn't that mimic pretty hot? Yes. Yes, it is. Ooh. Oh, Norm with the 3 months of Prime. Thanks so much. That is a very good. Oh, that is a very good time to remind people that if you do have Amazon Prime, you are also entitled to Twitch Prime on the same membership. And Twitch Prime entitles you to a free sub every month. Very neat. If you have one sitting around, well, you gotta use it or you lose it. Would I date a mimic? Probably not. As someone who has been a mimic for an entire game, they're rather murdery. I see. I mean, if they mimic themselves into a mug, maybe. Well, they'd have to do better than an attractive person. Okay, Blythe. Okay, yeah, that is better. Ooh, hydrate. Thank you, Joshy.
Gate reactivation in 3, 2, 1.
They mimic into a maw. Now we're talking. Wait. 1 gift sub and 1 Prime sub are enough to throw me into a almost hype train? Twitch, are you sure about that? I mean, if we're talking Elden Ring characters. Oh, that's a Typhon lure, I know those. What? No, Swelter! Oh, and Lena! At the same time! Lena, thank you for the Prime sub, and Swelter, thank you so much for the 100 bits. That's super nice of you. Oh, that's wonderful of you. Thank you. I was just about to be thirsty in the direction of Elden Ring characters. Okay, I got a stun gun. Because Flicky with the gift sub to Tislan, thank you. Oh, operators. I have not finished Elden Ring. Still stuck on Melania. Still stuck on Melania. Now, Vinny, you're already the top gifter. You do not need to give any more. But Vinny. God damn it, Vinny. Thank you for 5 gift subs. If you're around and you just got one, be sure to thank whoever gifted it to you. But I'm actually pretty sure that nobody who is getting these is in the chat right now. I think everyone in chat is already subscribed. Or at least near enough, because it is pulling some names here. You do not have enough. I know for a fact you need to save for Confuzzled. Like Melody Blade Michelle. She's rather rude. I'm sure I'll get her tomorrow, though. Tomorrow, next session of Elden Ring, Melania's going down. I'm going to be a bit thirsty over Elden Ring anyway. I saw a depiction of Garank that I really liked the other day. Da, I sent it to you, didn't I? The one where it pictures him looking just like Malekith, but like he's let go a little more. He's got a bit of a gut. I was a fan. I was a fan. Very good stuff. Skateboards, hazards. I think you've seen that, Lena. I do hope so. It was pleasant to look at. Foot spots. You know. Yeah. 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 Into it. Totally into it. Okay, so these are looking fine. I get an extra wrench. Oh. Thank you, Vinny. Eternally called out. Okay, so power control is fine. Pythia's labs don't actually go anywhere. What about this vent? Yeah, mod only. Because I know it would get abused by someone or other if I opened it up. Is that where I just came from? Yes, yes it is. Could place a cooldown on it. That's a point, that's a point. I'll have to give that some thought. Ah, I see I had an objective. I missed nothing with the other endings. Thanks for checking. Yeah, I set it up as a real quick thing much earlier, so I'll give some thought into it. I'll give some thought into it. Oh no, my mods! My mods! They're rebelling to prove a point. So the escape pod's over there. I have a feeling it's not as simple as just getting in the escape pod. Oh jeez, it really isn't. There's a telepath there. No, not my sense of pride and accomplishment. Dazzy EA will be so disappointed in me. Ah, I unlocked a new emote. Thanks for the hype train, everyone. I did not expect that today. Thanks so much. I need to get some stuff figured out for when a hype train's rolling. I know Sushi Fur has some special music and such. And a train animation. I don't think I can go that far. But it'd be nice to have some music or something. Ooh, okay, so we can have neuromods. Ooh, volunteer. So we can increase side pool and some health regeneration. Oh no, don't play this animation again! Oh no, no! Ah ha ha! Yeah, no, I can't put that much effort into my streams. There isn't enough time in the day. The other mimic. Oh, it's that. Yeah, as much as I'd love to do more with the stream, put more effort in, I am somewhat limited by not being an artist of any kind. Jasper, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. How far into Moonbase? Just started it. Just started it. Oh, don't have the range. Oh, but I need to take it down to unlock that door. Cycle charge, tricky. Truthfully, Jasper, I'm just jumping into it because I finished the game a lot sooner than I thought I would. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Uh-oh. Oh, I was just looking for this mimic. I don't need to kill the telepath at all. The ending I got initially was using the Moonwave transmitter, Nullwave transmitter rather, and then shaking Alex's hand. But then I went back and I got the other ending as well. The blow everything up ending. And also killed them all. Because why not? Not much I can do with these. Oh, well. Traumas. Okay. This is going to be awkward. I need more equipment. I'm definitely doing something very wrong here. I don't think I should have attracted that thing at all. If I just found the mimic, it would have let me through. If I had the Death Note, what would I do with it? Let's just say the world wouldn't have billionaires anymore. Junior mod? Ow! Okay, that was a mistake. Holy heck. Endless cycle, Lena. Endless cycle. I didn't ask for this power. All I wanted was Vor. Thank you, Norm. The Vor note! Oh, I would not last long. Anyway.
Warning. One escape pod remaining. Please evacuate in an orderly fashion.
Do you believe in gravity? No, gravity doesn't exist. I am held only... I am held to the earth only by my love of tummies. That's how that works. Oh, those things are angry! Those things are angry! Oh, jeez. But the Death Note's based on what's possible, Mike. In that situation, I'd probably just die of a heart attack. Ah, Harvester, what the hell? You didn't exist in the base game, you're invalid. Hail comes crashing down the sky. Who says you want? Generally logic. Logic gets in the way a lot, and I don't generally approve. Right. So that was really dicey. Where was the first one I killed? Oh, the first one I killed was down there. So I take it the escape pod isn't going to work. Oh, yeah. Or is it just showing me how to end a run? It is just showing me how to end a run. Okay. So there's some degree of story to this.
Basilisk to Module 13. Copy, please. Repeating. Basilisk to Casma Module 13. Copy, please. Ah, you're okay. Congratulations. It seems the simulation is significantly corrupted, but scans of your brain tomography indicate no damage. The corruption appears to be limited to the host operator. No externalization, so you should be fine. We've transmitted an app that should help track the simulation's instability. Please install it immediately so you're not caught unaware again. Basilisk out.
I choose to ignore you? No. Oh, it just to deny itself. Oh, it was a new email. Oops. Okay. Not few members either through death or escape, and the simulation resets. Okay, so they've escaped, so now I get to use Joan. I can spend points to get stuff. Rex, thank you for the hydrate. I'll do that right now. Ah. Sippy acquired. Thank you very much. Oh, so G to purchase. Okay, so I can do bounties for extra stuff. Okay, orders for your contract. Oh wow. So I need to do all of these over time. More ways to escape. Got to escape with all the different people. One has story objectives, and there are things to find. Oh. Anything behind here? No. Is there anything here? Yes. Need to make a glue cannon. Good, because that's one of my objectives. I need to glue down, I think it was an engineering operator? A kobold? Oh, a kobold. Kobold's gonna get gooped. Oh, okay. Rude. Ah. It turned into a mimic part. It did. Ooh. Okay, my propulsion system. Oh, that means it'll have zero gravity stuff. My least favorite.
Cruz, this is VJ. Listen to me. You need to stay off the lunar surface. I repeat, do not step foot on the regolith. There's something underneath. I think it's drawn to movement. It senses vibrations.
Excuse
I can't
me?
kill it. There's a shuttle in crew, but we are stuck in the damn crater until we get the Typhon gates down. Round up anyone else you can find. Warn them.
Oh, that's bad. You don't look like a shark at all! No, I've never seen Tremors. I played Half-Life 2, though. Rock! That didn't do much. Hello, Jens. Oh, really? Can I just... Oh. Moonshark, are you stuck? Moonshark, please. There you are. That shouldn't have worked. Huh. Oh, I have no health. Okay. Oh, I'm bleeding. That's a problem. I have neuromods? I do not have neuromods. Okay, so I think sprinting makes it worse? Well, take it easy. Take it slow. And I can't sprint in 0G. Well.
Attention everyone. We have a very special announcement from our facility director. This is Director Riley Yu. I want to officially welcome our newest arrivals. I'll be blunt. The moon is a harsh mistress. Your time here at Pythias is limited, and the longer you're here, the harder things are going to get for you. But the rewards are there for those.
Vital signs critical.
So, let's get to work.
medkits, no food. Grayson, good to see you. Ba. Not much I can do with only one. One? Ah, so this is the custodian character's place. Oh, cool. Nothing else apparently. I thought I heard something. I'm not doing too well for health. Not at all. Ah, balls.
3, 2, 1. Typhon material detected.
Oh, they can break through it.
Vital signs critical.
7 health, this is fine.
Typhon material detected.
Snack? Snack is something.
3, 2, 1. Typhon material detected.
Yes, I have become small. Ah. Hydrate, thank you very much, Joshi. Cafeteria feels like a good idea because in theory it has food. Effective concussive trauma, not what I have. Ugh. Yeah, I can't sprint. Not far away. Okay, a medkit, that's very good. But I don't want to use it outright while my health's this high. Oh? Yeah, tutorial, please! Spawns tentacles to attack nearby enemies. Huh. That's new. Oh boy, pinball, can I play? No. Huh. Yeah. Fun over. That wasn't a bad song, though. Mimic. Engineering operator. What? One of the teams is called the Phantoms. That won't age well. Uh-oh. What I need is to stop bleeding. I don't know if that's going to require a separate bandage item. I can go back to the, Oh, I ran. Ow! Ow. So, can I get an achievement for this? Oh, I'm just hurting myself. I can go back to the jukebox in a second. Hey! City. Loot? No loot. Yay, loot! Ignoring the implications of where it came from. Treadmills, no, I don't want to hurt myself even more. Skin graft. That sounds about right. Burn trauma. Damn it, that makes sense, but also damn it. I'm not burned, I'm bleeding. Hmm. Okay, so I'm guessing things are getting more dangerous now. If an enemies repopulate and grow strong, eventually it'll crash and eject you.
Good afternoon, Pythias. This is a reminder that all shuttle leads must be registered with security, along with signed documentation from HR and your
Semi-sacred geometry, Joshy. Semi-sacred geometry. Oh wait, I was going to that shuttle. That's right. I'm only bleeding a little bit, it's fine. We are dealing with phantoms now. Not enough space for a shotgun, but I like shotgun. Okay, so I need to prioritize. I don't think I'm going to need the bolt caster. And I can leave the control module here as well. Shotgun is just too valuable. I don't need a tutorial. I know how a shotgun works. Alex, use Office. Oh, so you went between the places, I suppose. So is this just as simple as use the shuttle and leave?
¿Qué pasa, jefe?
This is so weird.
Hey, you always wanted to get a good look inside my head.
Not like this.
When are you going in?
I have your connectome. I'm headed there now to inject your piloting skills into my skull.
You're right. It does sound weird. But at least now there will be 2 shit-hot aviators who can fly this brickyard.
Actually, you'll be obsolete, because I'll be able to fix them and fly them.
Maybe you'll pick up some of my other charming qualities.
Yeah? Like what?
I shouldn't have to tell you.
Okay. So yeah, I need skills. We need to learn to fly. Oh, I have to go to Alex's office, right? Crafty bastard. Oh, it opened it again. Keep hold of them. Prey playing prey, that kind of gay. Kinda true, kinda true. Hello, Werv. Hope you're doing well. Memory trauma? Yes. Okay, I can sprint again. Up. Okay. Okay. So, does this take place concurrently with the main story, or after it? They're aware of the Typhon. Maybe a little bit before? Okay, yeah, we were looking for Angela. I want to shoot this guy in the back. Oh, Phantom 2! It's the sequel. Oh, line up nicely. Thank you, guys. They really went ahead and made that easier for me. I keep trying to quick save as if, like, this isn't, like, permadeath. So she's out there. Or she's just in a different part of the base. Oh, of course she was. I found that out on the security station. She was under a different tab. Makes sense.
Attention, everyone. We have a special announcement from our head of security.
This is Officer Bhatia, head of security. Just wanted to take a second to call out this month's security commendation. The commendation goes to Officer Casey Fletcher for outstanding service. Be sure to congratulate Officer Fletcher and buy her on.
Sorry, space is really a concern. hello. Ow. Oh, another one. Ow. I'll take my chances in security. Ugh. Okay. So, lower down to get us on her level. I'll just eat these noodles. I'm getting off the corpse. No problem. Ow. I really have to prioritize what I'm picking up. Oh, what the heck was that? A knife. Okay. Do I need to make room? No problem. It's small, right? No. Not that small. Okay, so that's just a better wrench. Right, I won't waste my psi by using it immediately. Oh, yes I will. Nice. Alright.
What's the emergency?
This mimic you brought me, something is definitely wrong with it. It keeps throwing various shoes at me.
Are they nice shoes?
I'm serious. It's like it's punching holes to somewhere. A universe of shoes? I don't know. But my point is, someone with sufficient Typhon abilities and a strong attachment to someplace else, like
Like a place on Earth?
Yes, exactly. Then I think you could open a door, maybe even walk through it.
It might be more like getting sucked through a very tiny straw.
I think I could tweak the containment shield to stabilize the mimic.
Riley's permission to run this.
Well, what are you waiting for? I'll be in the lab.
Okay, more Neuromon. Can I get inventory space? I'd like inventory space. doesn't look that way. Oh, resistant. Okay, this be very useful. Okay, it's less useful than I thought. Oh, we picked up a duplicate pistol though. Yep, sure. I don't know what the well, I think I know what the control module is, but it's nothing I need at the moment. Boss, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Don't think I need anything for that at the moment. Repair what? Oh, that. Oh, I need repair 2 for that, so that's not happening anytime soon. So I should just try to get to the shuttle. What? Oh, corruption's getting high. Think about your mouse form. Oh, hi, Kyo. Well, Breen, what do you think? That's an adorable thought, to be fair. I keep forgetting I'm allowed to sprint. Wow. This thing's so violent, it destroyed... Wait, no. Oh, for the love of... Little square with 4 legs? Yeah, there was a spare module downstairs. I'm not sure it'll be enough, but may as well give it a go. Oh, and I have one? I didn't even notice. I better go free up the inventory space by putting that in there. I don't know how I missed the restrooms. Anything in the restrooms? No space for neuromods. I can do something about that. Yeah, I'll eat the toilet candy. And take the toilet shotgun ammo. Right,
This is a security reminder. Typhon gates are essential to the safety of every crew member. If you find an active gate,
Yeah, do I have those just sitting around? Oh, I have broken ones with me. Yeah, okay. But that one works.
Immediately. Do not engage the bypass without proper authorization.
Alright, so I'll go downstairs. I don't have the repair perks yet. I think I only have one neuromod and I need 2. Oh, I need... Oh, I think I needed a repair too. That might have been for something else though. Oh, no, okay, other way. I'll take this because I can repair, recycle it. Scales with what corruption level you're on. Oh, well that's problematic. So there's one working control module. Well, no time like the present. Oh, I can get in here now. Stuff. It's a very good one. Right, shuttle is... Oh. That's another way there. Oh. With great difficulty, Poss, with great difficulty. Oh, Bugspot. Wait, Another control module. Won't have to repair anything. Gonna go for it. Alrighty.
Attention everyone, we have a special announcement from our head of security.
Thank you. This is Officer Bhatia with a quick lost and found update. An important briefcase has been misplaced on level 2 near the lounge of the crew annex.
You have a lot of confidence in my abilities.
Security immediately.
Lena, I swear, people are just being mean to me. I'm meant to be a dragon. Big and strong. Very mighty. Wait, no, this is the wrong way. Right? I'm going backwards, aren't I? Yeah, I'm completely going backwards. So I need... Followed me. I need to go up. There we go, yeah, the shuttle. Because we know how to fly now, right? Do you have any more neuromods? No. Uh-oh. Yay, points. That is a decent amount of points. Relative to the first attempt. Okay. Focus psychoscope at the top of Titan's allows to find his corpse. Complete his security objective. Okay. The mimic portal. Okay, we'll go back to this guy. We'll start with a silenced pistol. Oops. Some rounds. So, are the neuromods permanent for these characters? Is this basically saying you can just have a neuromod for this run? And if you use it, it sticks around? Or am I doing fresh neuromods for each and every run? I'll risk it, I have the points. Yes, Jason. This is the Moon Crash DLC. We finished the main game. So I figured this would be a good thing to jump into. So we still have stream content. Hydrate and stretch, thank you, Jason. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay. Oh. Oh no. There we go. You're not seeing any of the like hydrate messages or anything? Uh-oh. Should be, you should be. I'm gonna do a test. I'm seeing it. Yes. I head pat myself. It's legal. Okay, so I went that way last time. In theory, I want a different ending. Oh, there's a weaver. Oh, yeah! I forgot about the moon shark. Yeah, I saw the head pats. I don't know why you wouldn't. That's bad. That's very bad. Oh, that does not do as much damage as I'd hoped. Oh, operators. Well, no, you can't give me meds because only one person can, and Pistachian did just as the stream went live. Operator, please, what's Bofa? Am I gonna be okay? I'll never trust another operator as long as I live. Let me guess, there's a button I need to bolt caster through. Can I just... Bit of a mistake. Can I just shoot it? No. Yeah, two mods in one day would be problematic. Meds, rather. 2 meds in one day would be problematic. I approve of any song with its lyrics replaced by abba ba 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 ba. Bonus points if they're ABBA songs. Oh, this is all bad. Uh-oh.
Typhon material detected. No Typhon detected.
Hey! Hey!
Typhon material detected.
Poltergeist tried to take my gun! Ooh, Portal 2. Great game, great game.
Typhon material detected.
It's not going to stop them?
Gate reactivation in 3, 2, 1. Typhon material detected.
This is the House Flipper universe I started. What happens when you leave guns in people's homes at the end of their renovation? Okay. Of course you can have a gun, Lena. Wait, that's what got me into this mess. So I don't know how to open this. Oh, no. No. Glad you like it, Coolio. Thank you, Breen. Who else? I'm sure this will go just fine and won't have any consequences. Oh, that quote. Who knows what happened at 5 PM? Well, at 5 PM at GMT, I start my streams, so that's what happens. Thank you, game, for helping me advertise. Can't open this one without
This is a security reminder.
Riley Station.
Exotic material is restricted to the Pythias Labs and Crater. Violations will result in immediate disciplinary action, up to and including termination.
On Neuromod, very good. Sushi like... Oh, of course, it's a sushi stream day. I totally forgot he'd be going today. Create a shield, manipulate gravity... Side pool. I'll give him this and this. Alex, thank you for following. Appreciate it. Let's get this as well. Really use them all. So what do I need to figure out how to do? I am sorry to say you've basically caught us at the end of the stream. But I will be streaming again tomorrow, 5 PM GMT to 8 PM GMT. This back. Disruptor. And I'll get a save in. And we can raid into Sushifa. We've had a pretty good stream today, I think. We finished Prey, saw all of the endings. All that we can be expected to see anyway. And got started on Mooncrash, which I think I'll continue with. I think my next Prey stream is on Friday? No. Saturday. No? Thursday? Thursday. Thursday's my next Prey stream. So if you want to see me continue Mooncrash, we'll do that then. Right, I'm going to move over to my ending screen real quick. Get a raid going. Oh yeah, I should have just moved here first. As always, ways to support me, as well as Discord server and Twitter feed are down below. All help is appreciated, and we definitely have some credits today. So, we were packed today. Thank you to Breen, Norm, Vagra, and Vinny, and Dar for moderating. All of my moderators showed up today. Thank you to Sim, Alex, Jasper, Lizard Toby, and Peepy Sheepus for following. Thank you to Flicky for the gift sub, and Vinny for 6 gift subs. Quite a few subscribers today. Norm resubscribed with Prime for the 3rd month running, and Swelter Demon dropped us 100 bits. Massively appreciated. You make it all so wonderful for me. Right, let's get into the Sushifa raid. If you are subscribed, drop some cheer emotes like this. Much appreciated. Take care all.